That is a very recent topic that we've been talking about a lot. Is now really a good time to buy? And my belief is it all depends. It's kind of like right there on the fence, like, is it really a good time to buy? Yes or no? It's not a yes or no answer because it depends on what type of buyer you are. If you're a first-time home buyer, absolutely. If you're an investor, then there's some things we'd have to talk about. So the first model we could say is first-time buyers or up buyers, that they own a home, but now during quarantine, they realize they need more space. I would say yes, it is still an incredible time to buy now because primarily the rates are the lowest they've ever been, right? Right now, this week, we had a buyer for their primary residence got approved for a loan at 1.99%. That's like free money. It's like, so 1.99. Rewind last year, the best rates we were seeing were like 3.75, 3.5. So let's play it out. So right now, you're at interest rates at 2%. Do simple math, we'll do 2%. And you're looking at a home that's $300,000. So we take that $300,000 loan and we rewind it and we look at last year. So if we're doing that, your mortgage, and this is kind of depressing when you think about it because of how much money you actually pay in interest, but it's a reality that every home buyer needs to face. So if you borrowed $300,000 today, and it's at a 2% interest rate, after a 30-year mortgage, you would have paid for that $300,000 house $398,000. So in interest, you would have paid $98,000. So let's just do simple math and we'll round it up to $400K. So you bought a $300,000 house, but it really ended up costing you $400,000 at today's rates of 2% interest. Now, let's look at interest rates from last year. And the reason why I want to look at interest rates of last year is because whenever there's a fluctuation in home values, like recession hits, the economy is struggling, a lot of times interest rates will fluctuate. When it's tough, rates go down. When it's a good one, rates go up. So during the recession, if we want to rewind to like between 08 to 2012, rates were right around at 3.5%, which was good at the time, to 5%. So let's look at that. So now we take an interest rate and we put it at let's do it at 3.75. So now we're gonna take the same amount of money, $300,000. But now I don't get a 2% interest rate. I get a 3.75% interest rate. So at that, after a 30-year mortgage, I'm gonna end up paying $500,000 for that $300,000 loan. So think about it. Just the interest rate going from 2% up to 3.75% interest increased what I'm actually paying for that house by $100,000.